finally. They needed that for a while. And if you're losing a lot of people in the first 3 seconds, they actually penalize you heavily. So that's the most important part of the video. So get a really viral hook. Then from there, just, back it up with facts or whatever. But the hook is the main focus. You really got to nail that.
I see a fair amount of people looping clips.
Yeah.
Do you invest time in doing that to make sure that the clip loops?
I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen that. I see that in basketball content and podcast clips. I might have to try that.
I know I get stuck watching the same fucking clip like 3 times because it just keeps playing.
So TikTok did announce that is plus 5 points in their scoring system when you rewatch. So I'm sure Instagram is similar.
Well, so you've got the structure. One of the things that's interesting about your podcast versus like Beyond a Million is predominantly business content, right? And so it's narrow in focus, and it's also more narrow in guests because only so many people do 8, 9, 10 figures, et cetera.
Right.
But you have a broader audience. So you've got like business people, then you've got influencers, you've got athletes, like you have celebrities, all sorts of stuff. Is there a particular type of guest that you think performs better than others?
Yes, but it always changes. So like politics was obviously really hot before the election. It's still pretty hot, but that year I definitely milked that. Right before that, biohacking was super hot, like health, and that's still decently attractive. So it's always changing. Right now, debates are really hot. So I'm moderating debates. I'm really passionate about that. I think it's providing a lot of value to people to see both sides. And I'd say debates right now are my main focus for this year, at least.
You know who Rick Rubin is?
Yeah.
I've heard Rick Rubin talk about, it's like basically his thesis in life is that artists should only produce things for themselves. And if they produce for themselves, it will create the highest quality thing that other people will like. But if you start to produce for other people, that's where you end up blending into the rest of the world.
Interesting.
How much do you think chasing trends is important versus pursuing stuff that's interesting to you?